Are you trying to figure out what business you want to start in 2021? Well, here are 5 questions that you need to ask yourself or your product or your business idea in order to filter out all the bad ideas, all the ideas that will waste you money, waste you time, and only focus on the idea that will bring you profit. And you need to answer these 5 questions in order to have a truly successful business in 2021. Hi guys, my name is Vlad and I finally resurrected my YouTube channel. I made the very first video, but I kind of put a pause on that because I knew a lot, but I felt like I needed to know more. I feel like I needed to know more information, scale my business further in order to truly give you quality content. And I decided to put that on pause and focus more on the business and growing my knowledge. And my business has now reached over it's at 1.1 million in sales, and it's been a year and a half. And a lot of the techniques that I used, I wanted to share with you guys. And so make sure to subscribe because I'm going to go further into detail on how to be a successful business, how to scale a business, how to go from one small room to a garage to a shop, from no employees to 5 to 6 and 7 and so on employees. So make sure to subscribe because each of the questions that I'll have you guys answer for yourself, each of those answers I'm going to go through in the further videos, and I'm going to go into detail. So make sure to subscribe for that and hit the notification bell so that you can be updated every time I do post a video. So the other thing is what I want you guys to do after watching this video. I want you to go on the comment section and answer these 5 questions that I'm going to provide for you that it's really important to answer. And you don't have to answer right now. You can think about it, take a day or two, think about it, come back to this video, and I want you to leave, or you can do it right away. If you have the answers, go ahead and write them on there because I'm going to go through them and see what I can suggest, or maybe I'll do my own research on some of the platforms that I work on and give you my advice or my opinion on what you should answer in one of those questions. It might be, all of them are great, and I might just say, this is really awesome, good job, dude. Now, my most favorite question to ask is number 4. You're like, why not number 5? Well, because, okay, I just wanted it that way. It's my channel. Sue me. So here's the first question. And you'd be surprised how many people do not ask this question. And it just drives me nuts, right? Because there's a lot of personal bias. There's a lot of personal, like, well, I think this is going to be, there's a lot of that going on. So the first question you need to ask yourself, is this product or service in high demand? It's so simple, but here's how you answer that. You answer that very objectively, not subjectively. Just because your mom told you that your drawings look good and she put them on the fridge, it doesn't mean it's true, right? And even if it's true, it doesn't mean people will pay money for the things that you do, right? And that's really important to understand. So therefore, you need to answer this question objectively, right? You need to look at the data to answer this question. Ignore your emotions, ignore your feelings, ignore your statements like, dude, I think people are gonna love this. That doesn't matter, no matter how cool it looks like. First of all, even if it was cool, do people have a strong demand for it to open up their wallets and buy this, to be like, oh yes, I need this? A lot of times that filters out a lot of bad ideas off the bat. So the way you answer that is keyword research. And it's an oldest trick in the book, and it's still true. You need to figure out how to research the keywords. The reason why that is a window into figuring out what people actually are looking for online. If they're looking for that stuff, that means they want it, right? That means there's interest in that product, item, or whatever, or service, right? So the second one you want to look at is click-through rate. Now, the reason why I didn't say conversion rate, and I'll explain that later, but you want to look at click-through rate. Basically, and by the way, these are a rule of thumb, right? Like I said, there's other steps to do this, but the really quick one is look at the keyword research, right? Look at the volume of how many people are writing this stuff, right? If you're gonna sell like leather shorts, swimming shorts, you're not gonna make much business because I doubt people look for that stuff, right? I doubt people actually sell that. Well, leather swim shorts. They do. So if you want to get into the business of leather shorts, swimming shorts, don't look too long. This is not big. But let's just say you're selling leather shorts. I doubt there's people looking for this stuff. But again, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't know leather shorts, swim shorts were a thing. Gosh, that might be uncomfortable. But anyways, let's say you're thinking, oh, should I sell leather shorts or swim shorts or unicorn swim shorts or whatever, right? And then you find that the unicorn swim shorts have 30,000 searches a month on a certain platform, whichever, and leather swimming shorts have 10, right? Only 10 people. No matter how good conversion rate or click-through rate, if they just don't have that much volume, you're not going to sell much of this stuff. And you want to make sure that you sell the one that has 30, the 40, and each platform has a different number that you want to look at. Some platforms are so saturated with competition that you need to have that really high number in order to really get any sales. And the second one you want to look at is click-through rate. You want to have the high click-through rate. That just means that, hey, I'm looking for something, oh, there it is, and I'm clicking on it, right? The lower click-through rate, that's a lot of times where you sort out the window shoppers, people that are just interested to look at it. They're not interested to actually buying it. They're just interested to see what's out there. You know, like just now, I tapped in leather shorts, but I didn't click on it because my intentions are different. They're not, I'm ready to buy intentions. So that's really important. Now, also you want to look at the keywords, not necessarily like, okay, say swim shorts, right? That's what I'm going to go for. No, you want to look for specific, like a 3-tier keyword. If you can get a 3-tiered keyword and you see that there's a high search volume and then there's a high click-through rate, that might be a really good indicator that this is a good product to pursue. Now, if you're going to a service-based either design, photography, videography, I'll tell you that right now. In 2021, you are absolutely valuable. Businesses are going online and they're going to stay online. And if you had a business online, or if you had an online anything, you'll realize that the ongoing content making, ongoing visuals, updating, all that stuff is constantly in demand. So you are the contractor of the internet world. So you need to start your business like yesterday because you are very valuable. The second question you want to ask yourself, who is going to buy this stuff? Who is interested in this stuff? And this is a very important one because you need to ask yourself, can I relate with these people? Now, even though I said throw away your personal opinions of whether people are going to like this or not, but when you have discovered that there is indeed a certain specific desired market for a particular product, you want to ask yourself, can I relate to the people that want this product, right? So that you can relate to them and you can improve your conversion rates. You can improve your ACOS on Amazon or wherever you're going to sell. You need to understand what these people want, and then you want to relay to them. One of the most amazing books that you guys should read if you're going to the space and you're starting an online business is Quantum Marketing. This guy is amazing. Okay, the way I discovered this guy, I was on a Gary Vee show or on his YouTube, and he was talking about how marketing's changing. The landscape is changing. And if you're going to go into business in 2021, you have to read this book. This is an incredible. I'm actually listening to it. So it's audio because I'm so busy. I just listen to the stuff. But what he talks about is the consumer mentality is going away. I mean, think about it. If Amazon has a store where you can literally grab something, like their physical store, you can grab whatever you want. You walk right out the door. You walk your rear end out the door. You don't have to pay. You don't have to stand at the cash register. You don't do any of that stuff. What that tells you, that consumer mentality is going away. The idea of like, well, how are they buying this stuff? That doesn't exist anymore. Well, at least that's going away. It's becoming more like, well, what does that person want? How does that person act or react, right? And so you want to tailor to that, because now people are like, they don't even have to think about buying stuff anymore. On Amazon, you don't even think about having to put your card information. You just say buy now, and it's just a one-click buy, and that's it. So that idea, you want to ask yourself, who are these people? And that's how you must address their needs or their concerns or their pet peeves, whatever they are. You have to think of that person. So you need to ask yourself, who is on the other end of this product or the sales journey? So question number 3. So first one is this product in demand? 2, can I relate to these people? Who are these people, right? And then third one is, where do I find them? Okay. In this same book, Quantum Marketing, he talks about it is so funny to think of companies to assume that there's some sort of loyalty to the company. Customers don't make it about the company. The company needs to make it about the people. You need to go where the people are. A lot of people think there's a misconception that just because I'm going to open up an online store, people are just going to rush in through the door. That's not going to happen. That's never happened to anybody, right? And you know, a lot of people think that just because you open up a store, you're so cool, you know, stuff is going to flow in. Not the case. The biggest problem of every online website or any website, there's only online websites. I don't know what websites there would exist, but I guess billboards are kind of websites. But online businesses' number one problem is lack of traffic. They don't have the traffic. So you have to find the traffic. So let's just say you make an ice cream store, right? You love ice cream. The product is in demand, say in Egypt because it's so hot, but you put yourself in the middle of the desert. Doesn't matter if you answer those questions perfectly, nobody's gonna come to your store. And if your people, let's say, are on Pinterest and you decide to make your business and then you start going on LinkedIn, you're not gonna find them because they're not there. You need to know where are those people. And when you answer that second question, can you relate to them? Then you'll have a better time or easier time answering the third question. Where do they go for this stuff? Where do they go and why do they go there, right? Because when you answer where do they go, you can then provide the product. Do they go on Amazon? Do they go on social media for this stuff? Do they go on Google? Do they go on YouTube? Wherever the platform is, go there. And this might be a little controversial, but I think making your website, making a website, for the most people, they should not do a website. It is yesterday's hype. It is last year's hype. It's a hype that needs to go away for a lot of the businesses. What I mean by that is oftentimes when you ask, hey, I need to buy a light bulb. Where do you go to buy a light bulb? Where is 90% of people going to go to buy a light bulb? They're not going to start typing www.lightbulb.com. They're not going to do that. They're not going to go on Google to type in light bulb unless they want to know the different types of light bulb. Then they're going to go on Google, but they're most likely going to go on Amazon. Correct. I love how you're responding behind your screen, but they're going to go on Amazon. So if you're selling a light bulb, go on Amazon and sell it on there. You're going to have a much better time, a much cheaper time in terms of advertisement when you're selling to somebody on Amazon who's actually have their wallet open and say, I need a light bulb, right? Instead of them sitting on the toilet on their, you know, on the Pinterest and they're like, hey, want to buy some light bulbs? So they're like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm planning for my wedding. You know, you have to know where they are, right? And so if you can decide, really find out where they are, where are those keywords happening, and that's another way you can find out. If there are keywords being searched on this platform and there's a high click-through rate, that means they're all on this platform. And you can try that on different platforms to find out where exactly are they responding to particular kind of keyword that you've already done the research for, right? So first question, is it in demand? Second question, who are these people? And third question is, where do they go for this? The fourth question, and this is my favorite one, I think this is an amazing one. What's the plan on how you are going to beat your competitors on that platform? What is your strategy? Okay, so mouthful right there, right? First one, what is this product? Is it in demand? Second, who are these people? Where do they go? Now, once they're there, there's going to be a lot of competition. That's the reason why they're there, right? They've got that something before, or they've heard of somebody that they're, you know, that there's the answer, which means there's going to be competitors. So you want to ask yourself, what is your plan? How are you going to be better than your competitors? What's the plan? And then not always means quality, because it might be the same darn product. It might be the same, visually the same, similar product. What are you gonna do to be better than your competitors? Is it the visuals? Is it the photography? Is it the description? Is it the price? Is it the speed of shipping, the fulfillment? Whatever the case is, what is your strategy to be better than your competitors? Look at what the other people are selling or what the other people are doing and ask yourself, what are they falling short of? It took me 3 weeks to get my pillow cube. So if I'm gonna sell pillows, maybe I can do it in like 2 days. Maybe that could be a winning, because convenience will always win. Asking yourself what wins, right? So that's really important. Number 5, and this is a very important, can you scale this? Can it be a big business? Not, let's say if I'm doing swim shorts, if I'm doing unicorn swim shorts, well, maybe I can do just regular swim shorts. Maybe if I sublimate on those shorts, right? Because like, let's say they're polyester, I sublimate on shorts. Well, now you can have a bunch of what I call it, have a big keyword library. And that is really important. Like having a keyword library, let's say you have shorts. Let's say your business is you're getting white shorts, right? Or different color shorts, and you're sublimating unicorns on the rear end and people love it. Well, then you can sublimate hearts, you can sublimate whatever the trend is, you can sublimate any of those things, Christmas trees, Santa Claus, whatever. Not that you need swimming shorts at that time of the year, but you can create a big keyword library by just sublimating a different image. Now you have a different keyword. So do you have a strategy on which you can increase your keyword library? So if you're a drop shipper, you're kind of stuck. And that's why I really don't like that whole business model of drop shipping, because you really can't multiply your product, right? But if you're in that business, you're not a creative, obviously, but this is more for the creative people that want to create a creative product. And this is where we have the strength. We have the strength because we can manipulate the product. If we have full control of what the visual product looks like, we can manipulate the keywords, right? We can put one listing, and we just duplicate the listing. We just sublimate a different image on it, or we print a different image, or we engrave a different image, and now we have a different keyword, a different listing, and we can create thousands of these keywords or thousands of these listings on platforms, and creating a widespread net that allows people to drip in from all these different 4 or 5 tiered keywords. They'll drip into your store and you create sales. For example, and this is the one I really want to be excited about in my future videos. Think about this. Let's just say you have 1,000 different keywords that you have a bank of. Let's say there's 50 people a month searching for that collection of keywords. And let's say 4 people out of that buy it. So four people per month, and you have 1,000 keywords, that's 4,000. Finding a way to scale the business in terms of keyword library is going to be a very, very beneficial, right? And like I said, if you're creative, it's most likely not just one product, it's being able to make other products, to draw other products, or design other products. So you want to ask yourself, how can I scale this? How can I make this more than just selling unicorn swim shorts? Is there a way for me to scale this? And so those are the 5 that it's really important that you need to answer. So go ahead and if you're ready to answer that, write in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys write, and I will actually respond, because this video is actually going to be the 3rd video, so there's not going to be much people watching it. So if you write it down, you're probably the only one for a very long time. So I might actually connect with you via Instagram and maybe help you with what I can. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, because I'll go into detail on answering those 5 questions. And I guarantee you, if you answer those 5 questions correctly, accurately, honestly, and objectively, then you will have a successful business. I have no doubt in that. The only thing after that is, are you able to carry it through? All right, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.